Hey there. You're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with more Skyrim. Kinlen. Beautiful Kinlen. Lovely Kinlen. Isn't she cute? I adore her. Anyway, she is preparing for the next leg of her mission to assist her commander, General Tullius, in stopping the Stormcloak Rebellion. General Tullius has given Kinlen a missive which he would like delivered to the Jarl of Whiterun. On the way, we're also going to be looking for an escaped criminal who is at Rederin's retreat, which happens to be on the way to Whiterun. In an effort to build goodwill for the Imperials, which is part of her duties, she is going to bring this criminal back to the feet of the Jarl and say, aha, well, we have a little bit more to bargain for. And, I should say maybe to bargain with, as in building goodwill. So before we leave, we have an order to pick up from Baron. A good day to you.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
I understand there is no end. Unfortunately, fortunately, there's an end to war, or at least, hopefully, this one. Baron, I am here to pick up my items. I appreciate you rushing them through. I know how busy you are. Baron takes a look at the order, makes sure it's packed up, and hands it to Kinlen. Kinlen has ordered a full heavy armor suit in a similar style to what she's wearing now. Golden plate boots, golden plate cuirass, golden plate gloves, golden plate pauldrons. She's also ordered Silverstab, which is the sword that she found up in the at the wreck of the Winter War when she was still infiltrating the Stormcloaks as Cayman. She showed the broken sword to Baron, and he looked it over and felt that he could forge it. That's not a word. Forge it into a very nice starter kind of iron sword, and then he encouraged her to use it, and then if she liked it, he would reforge it into steel and increase it in quality over time. Now, Kinlen is short 3 coins. 3 coins! Silverstab costs 587 and we have 584. So let's say need to sell something. Being an Imperial soldier is not a way to get rich. She does receive payment from her father, but she has already received payment, so she needs to sell something to make a little bit extra coin.
You need to leave.
Me? Perhaps you referred to someone behind me. That's odd. I don't know what that's about.
Huh. You know, you've got to take a look.
I've had that problem sometimes where I walk into a place. I think I've had it with other characters too, where you walk in and they are like, you need to leave. And you're like, I just got here. Aw, crap, there's no value to this. Well, if this keeps up, we might have to borrow some money. I guess we'll sell these books. These are all things needed for potions, so I don't want to sell them if I can help it. We have some food for... And... oh, 2-handed weapons. Well, we can get rid of that. We don't use 2-handed weapons. Definitely don't want to get rid of invisibility if we can help it. The rest of these are all useful. That frostbite venom isn't worth very much. But it makes wonderful grenades, which I will show you. Definitely don't want to sell any of these if we can help it. And there's just a measly steel dagger, which she uses for different tasks out when she's out in the field. But that gave us
Come
200
back to bits
coin.
and pieces anytime.
Thank you, Seima.
I've got something that would look lovely on your cousin.
I've got something that would look lovely on your cousin. Anyway, if you have had that difficulty, let me know in the comments where you walk into a place and they say, "Get out!" You're like, "I just got here." I don't know. I love Kinlen's walk. I love it. Baron, my order. I have the right coin.
Wanderer like you must have.
All right. So the only thing we can get right now is Silverstap, but we will be needing that. The rest of it we're going to have to earn. In the meantime, Kinlen's going to have to go out with light armor. This whole set she's wearing is light armor. And if you'd like to know where this fantastic armor is from, this particular top set, the Cuirass here, that's from ZZJ's wardrobe. My mod list is available in the description box below. So, now we need to pick up our companions. Maik has made his home in the basement, the guards' quarters, I should say. And he greatly enjoys staying down here. As I mentioned in a previous episode, Kinlen has been in Solitude for about a week now.
Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar,
So, Maik is here, and actually what I've done is I've set him up using my home as your home. So he should, once I release him, if I release him and tell him to wait but hang out here using Amazing Follower Tweaks, my favorite follower mod, he will then become under the control of my home as your home, and he will just stay here. He will sandbox here, and if I send him home, this is where he will come back. So here is Maik. You can tell him to do certain things in the particular area. For example, you can tell him to sleep here from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. I'm not going to do that because I just want him to do basic sandboxing, you know, and he'll sleep automatically at a time that he's supposed to sleep. And he'll eat and all of that stuff. But I like to imagine that he is hanging out with the guards.
The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Fjolfer. I don't know how to say that name. Do you know how to say that name? I think it's Fjolfer. Fjolfer. A good day to you.
If he wants to
Meek, I trust that you've been enjoying yourself.
Ulfric pillages city.
General,
And I take it that they have taught you some new command moves. Very good. Very impressive. It is time to follow, my friend. We have more adventures ahead of us, a task to complete.
Draft another letter.
Maik hears many stories of war, yet few of them are true.
Well, you would know. You are skilled in truth and deception.
Khajiit walks in your footsteps.
Wonderful. And now to pick up my beloved canine companion. So Kinlen is enjoying Solitude very much so far. It's her kind of city. It reminds her of the Imperial city a little bit. It's not as big as the Imperial city. There's no city in Skyrim which is. But her ruse as Cayman and being a sort of a country farm boy, that part was part of the ruse. I would say she likes to be out in the wild and would like to learn more about the wild, but she hasn't spent much time there. So learning to track and learning to be a good woodswoman, I should say, is something she's looking forward to learning. It's also something that her father is encouraged of her because he will need her to do a lot of trekking to be his eyes and ears within Skyrim. But she's pretty much a city girl, so she's pretty proud of herself for having played Cayman so well. Or at least she hopes she did. Convincingly enough that people bought that he was a country farm boy. Once again, this is Kinlen's favorite place to be here on the rooftop. Meek, come in. You have to see the apartment. It's lovely.
You're taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
Yes, actually I am. We are going south. Yes, this is it, Maik. It's simple. But I am glad that Father got it for me. I even have a rental agreement that I have to adhere to. And this mod, which is called Solitude Tower Loft, it has a rental agreement which comes with it. It verifies that the holder of the said document has paid the rent for the full year. So General Tullius got a full year's rent on this tower loft. The renter has use of the loft furnished and expected to leave it in good condition. She has limited access to the battlements, but she is not to interfere with the official business of the watch or get in their way. And the renter may absolutely not offer alcoholic beverages to the guards or invite them to the loft for entertainment. So that's signed by Falk Firebeard, and General Tullius is the one that set this whole situation up for Kinlen. So now we need to grab our little puppy guy here. Scout, it's time for another adventure. And Scout follows. We can even use our wash basin to bathe. I'll show you how that works. You just stand close to it here. And she removes her over things and is left in her small clothes. And she uses her bucket, fills it up, washes. You can actually use soap as well too. She doesn't have any right now, so she's just using a washcloth. But you can get soap from the merchants, and the next time we see some, we'll get some. And that's part of bathing in Skyrim, a mod that I'm surprised I've become quite fond of already, because when you don't bathe for a while, you actually get dirty. I mean, you physically look dirty. A dirt overlay appears on you. It lowers your speechcraft, and when you're clean, it also gives you benefits, I believe. Clean. Regenerate health. Resist disease. I think that's it. Yeah. And as you get dirtier, you get lower speechcraft and that kind of thing. So, Kinlen takes her pack, opens it up, and makes sure she has the provisions she needs for the trip. Hefting her pack on her back, she makes sure she has enough food. Which we have some here. Some tea, some soup, some stew, 2 full water skins. Her weapons are ready. They could actually use to be sharpened. But should we do that now? And also, let me favorite Silverstab. But they could use to be sharpened. Let's see. I think we might have just enough coin to get these 2 sharpened. And also, the last thing we have to do, since we traded out weapons, is we need to update our hotkey here. And our right hand will be Silverstat. And in our left will be our antique steel sword. The other sword, the antique iron sword, went to Maik to use as a backup sword. Let's save this. And that should be good. So that means hopefully that when I press 1 like this, boom, yeah, her swords come up. That's the way it should. Yep, perfect. And she puts her swords back. Wonderful. Okay. Having enough food, drink, orders for the trip, properly dressed, her cloak packed into her bag, and everything neat and tidy, she heads out for the road with her followers at her side. I'll tell you, I get a kind of pleasant feeling when preparing for a journey in Skyrim. Making sure that everything's nice and tidy, your bag is packed, your food is ready, etc., etc. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It gives me the same feeling as when you're reading a book about your characters taking a long trip and how they're packing up for the road and all of that. I said I wasn't going to get my swords worked on, but I lied. What the heck? We'll have coin again soon enough, the minute we kill some bandits, which will probably be extremely soon. Kinlen is a speedy walker. She's also quite tall. She's about 6'1". Tall, tall, tall. She takes after her mother in that way. Her father would claim that she is dawdling and tell her to hurry up and get on the road. Baron!
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
Yes, Baron, I need to know if you can use that good grindstone on some of the swords I have.
Of course.
Here's my main hand weapon. And then, in order to, and he will do that, he has done that. That took 93 gold. Let's see if we have 83 gold left. Maybe we can get our antique sword done. In order to do it, you have to put it in the main hand. And we'll go back again.
Of course.
And yes, 57 gold. That gets our weapons up. Maik's weapon will have to do. And that also reminds me, we need to set Maik to use his weapon. Using amazing follower tweaks, we're going to go down here to combat and make sure he's set to Ranger. Ranger means that at a distance he'll use his bow and arrow. And when he is getting up to up close combat,
Khajiit will follow.
he will use his iron sword. Good day. I find that even though I've been here but a week, I will miss this place. It is a pleasant city in which to spend time. My favorite place is the market stall over there, where I can buy new books. But I'm sure we will find books on our travels. And we're ready to hit the road. Adventure awaits. I can see that only one of her swords is showing up on her side here. That's because, let's see, why is that? Oh yeah, because I have to put them both on. That helps. Silverstat has got a very wide blade. She'll try that sword out for a while. If it doesn't really suit her temperament, she'll get another. Kinlen's heart starts to jump a beat or two at the thought of seeing her beautiful horse, Hera, again. She took the time to stop into the market this morning and pick up an extra juicy apple and a carrot. Hera. Oh, Hera. Hello, girl. Hera greets her happily and they have a nuzzle. And then Kinlen offers her her snacks. Here you go. Oh, you're welcome. I'm going on a journey. If I need you, I'll whistle. Otherwise, we'll be walking the back trails. I'll bring you back something. Be well. Don't give the guards too much trouble. Well, it's time to walk the trails and roads of Skyrim. Kinlen is not taking Hera along on this trip for the simple reason that this horse, Hera's, is Kinlen's horse, but Maik, her companion right now, doesn't have a horse, and Kinlen doesn't have the coin to get him a horse yet. So we will be walking to Redoran's retreat. I passed this on the way. Some sort of way shrine, similar to the ones that I've seen before. The guards tell me it is for a sort of magical travel. Now, this road here, according to my map, it leads up overlooking Solitude, but doesn't go any place particular. I will explore it as my duties allow. So, what are Kinlen's duties? She is, as you have seen in a previous episode, General Tullius's secret weapon. Well, her first duty, of course, was to infiltrate the Stormcloaks. And if necessary, to do further infiltration. One of the reasons why his father, or her father, chose her was because of the way she walks. And he felt that she could pass for a man. She's got a trim build, and he felt that with the right armor, she could cover up her more womanly aspects, accentuate her manly walk, and she's tall. Kinlen is about 6'1" or so. He also felt that she had the discretion. Ah, one can never tell on these roads. Good day to you. You Skyrim players will recognize that that was Mercurio, a magic mercenary for hire, walking the roads of Skyrim on the way to his next port of call. Oh. Well, if this wolf was killed by something, I must be careful, for whatever it is probably nearby. Consulting my map again, let's see here. This road leads up into the mountains. All right. And it also seems to loop around back to Solitude. Okay. I see. Kinlen cautiously looks out for danger, wondering what killed that wolf. Another one of these magical travelways. I wonder if you have to be a magician to use it, as I most certainly am not and do not ever wish to be. What time is it? Yes. Coming down into the town, Kinlen observes the people, noticing what a small town it is. Hello? And how it would be the first line of defense to anyone trying to cross the bridge. A Stormcloak force coming over the bridge would have to meet from the garrison, and then she notices the building of the garrison. I will come in and let the commander know that I'm here. And this is the second part of her duties, is building Imperial goodwill, being General Tullius's eyes and ears. Good evening.
Tell me, traveler, do you have any regrets? Of course you do. We all do. They say regrets are the foundation of wisdom, for if we do not regret our mistakes, we are damned to repeat them. Our successes, meanwhile, need not to be remembered, for they only serve to bolster our temerity. That is why a general is hunted not by his victories in the battlefield, but those that slip from his grasp.
I find those words to be deep, and I imagine I interrupted you in a moment of deep thought. I am simply looking for your commander.
Farewell.
Farewell. Excuse me.
I'm fairly certain you wandered into the wrong building, friend.
I did not, but I will leave a message here for your commander, to let him know that, tell him Kinlen Tullius dropped by on her way through for Imperial business. Funny. Someone having much regret, and regret for what happened on the battlefield. I will mention it to Father. Perhaps the morale of the troops needs to be attended to. Oh, it begins to rain. Kinlen stops and pulls out her cloak from her pack and quickly throws it across her shoulders. That's better. She pulls the cloak up and around her arms and neck, knowing that foul weather can't stop a person on their mission, and getting wet is part of the job. This rain reminds me that I'm a bit thirsty, so I will stop by this river nearby and drink. So, any mission that we can give Kinlen that will build goodwill among the Imperials. According to my map, this should be it. Is a mission that General Tullius would ask her to take. There'll also be, of course, specific missions for taking over forts, battlements, that kind of thing. Kinlen kneels down and cups the cool water in her hands. And that's not what I meant to do. Ah, brother. That's called having the wrong key on the wrong spot. Okay, I'm going to set this to default, and I'm going to set this to my horse key. And that means Hera is now going to follow us, but oh well. Let's say that Hera broke out of the of the guards and followed her beloved owner, I guess, or whatever you want to say. Anyway, let's try drinking again. Nope. I want to drink. Let's see. So I'm going to take this off. Nope, not immersive armors. Immersive horses. So I have tried to, or have recorded this episode and parts before it several times. In fact, yesterday, I just had an off day. Sometimes that happens, I guess. So I think what I'm going to do is see if we can find the horse menu over here in the powers. Horse menu. And I'm going to favorite this and this. Is there anything else we need to do? That, which I never use as a favorite, but I'll keep it in there just in case. Okay, so horse menu. I need to set a location as her home, which should be outside of Solitude. I'm talking about Hera, the horse. Okay, so dismiss to Whiterun. Yeah, actually, I think that's what I'll do. So she can meet us in Whiterun. How about that? There we go. Okay, now, what I was trying to do, while Maik goes swimming, is I was trying to make sure I have the key set up here for I need for drinking. Drink, refill, hotkey. Okay. I'm just saving really quickly here. The water looks beautiful. I'm using Pure Water's wonderful mod. And I should be able to hold the key. And it's not giving me any particular message to let me know that I can drink from here. Both of my water skins are full. So I'm going to take a sip of a water skin. And then I'm going to try and refill it. Yay! Okay, it worked. But it would not let me drink. Don't know why. Maybe I wasn't thirsty. I don't know. I do not know. But feeling refreshed, Kinlen lets her thoughts wander. So as I was saying, that Kinlen will take over forts as a standard in the Civil War questline and the Civil War overhaul, which I am using as a mod. But also, we will be endeavoring to take over forts of our own. Kinlen notices a flash of magic in the distance. I need to ready myself just to make sure. Mage users in the wild generally are not up to... Maybe it is a hunter of some sort. Though I've never seen a mage hunt with magic. Along this road I am going to need to keep an eye, as we will be going overland. Ah, good afternoon.
I knew it. Going to
enjoy killing you.
I'm wondering if that is a hunter speaking to her prey, or perhaps a mad woman speaking to herself. Anyway, so we are just going to meander along, and what Kinlen's going to be doing is looking for forts that make good fortifications for the Imperials to take over. And then using mods, I'm going to actually place followers there. And so, for example, General Tullius discussed with Kinlen the possibility of gathering orc troops to help. But knowing that the orcs will not help anyone or anything outside of if you're not bloodkin, that means that Kinlen needs to somehow oh, Meg, did you see the dog? Scout? That Kinlen needs to somehow become bloodkin to the orcs. And then at that point she can somehow convince them to join the Imperial side. Then she would ask the orcs to take over or to, maintain a fort once it has been taken over by the Imperials. That will be also part of the Let's Play as well. If we can find any orc strongholds nearby, where we'll go searching out for them. Here, boy. Hello? Hello? I mean, Oh, there you are. Hello? Excuse me? Oh, no. Oh, by that smell. That body has been dead some time. You're alone. Kinlen steps up close, holding her nose, and notices the journal. What is this here? Oh, rock joint. Oh. Oh, the dog's name is Miko. Perhaps he is hungry. Scout and Miko look at each other and sniff each other over, and Scout begins to show Miko the way of how to be a good companion dog. And Kinlen watches this with great amusement, looking at both dogs as they simultaneously talk and share and sniff each other. Well, what do you say? Let's give her a treat first. She looks a bit hungry. Or maybe I think it is perhaps a boy. Yes, it was a he. Miko, would you like a treat? Miko barks happily. What's wrong? Your coat looks all right. Your owner has been dead some time, but not so long as for you to have been unable to eat. Would you like to come with us? Yes, you can follow me if you so desire. Scout will teach you the way. It looks like you two might get on well. And here. All right, so Miko is now a companion of ours. Let's see if we can give him a treat. Yes, there we are. Here you go. And Miko is now a fellow companion. Excellent. Kinlen tries to walk out of the cabin, aware that there are a whole lot of people in there. So now Kinlen has a cat and 2 dogs. Meek probably wouldn't want to be called a cat. Let's see what you can do. Come here, Miko. Miko, what can you find me? Miko barks happily. What can you find? He runs back into the cabin. There's rifling about, and then he comes back and drops a... I think he might have just taken the armor off of that guy. Let's see, did he just undress his master and take the armor off? Is he naked? Oh my God, he is! That is awesome. Oh, that is pure win. Okay, I have to admit I had a little doubt as to whether we should take Miko along. I mean, of course we're going to take him along, but I thought maybe we could find an innkeeper who would care for him or something. But no, any dog who can take the clothes off of a dead man and bring it to me as if to say, this is what my master wore, so now you are my new master. And so you get what my old master's clothes that determined him to be the master. You are now master. I love you. Oh my God. Oh, that is awesome. Awesome. That is part of the mod called Helpful Dogs. Very helpful dogs. And I love it. And it basically, you can actually, what I just did was ask Miko to go get anything. You can ask him to get specific things. Food, potions, weapons, armor, whatever. And they'll go and get it and bring it back and drop it right at your feet. And you saw that in play when I went to get, oh, I see what your dinner was, Miko. Well, a hungry dog has to do what a hungry dog has to do. Poor little rabbit. But dinner was calling. Anyway, yes. So Miko had to he had to go and get that armor, but you can ask him to get pretty much anything from that list. And it's very useful. So it's called Useful Dogs. I have found no problems with it, and I like to use it in part of the roleplay as if our character is asking her dogs to go and search out and scout around. I mean, because we have Scout and Miko. Kinlen looks back at her troop of merry adventurers and suddenly feels her heart fill up. Oh, it is nice to have friends at one's back. I'll get to know Miko tonight and let him sleep in the camp with me, of course. Ah, there is someone ahead, along the road. Ho there! I mean you no harm.
Is someone there?
Oh, mages! Miko, you are a good dog. More, Miko? Show the way. The dogs go running ahead, filled with joy at being able to engage in combat. You should not anger my animals. They are deadly. Any more? I follow you. More? Behind me, yes. Scout, I trust you alone, but Miko, I do not yet. Miko! Miko, I have you! Right here! Stab! Good boy. Good boy. Scout, wonderful job. I am learning that the best way to clear is to simply follow my hounds. Oh, I will tell you, combat is invigorating. I enjoy it. I do not like to be idle. Oops, that's a lock chest. So Kinlen takes the hilt and butt of her sword and slams it into the lock. And it opens obligingly to show. Reduces armor rating by 25 points. That would be quite helpful. Cayman grabs this, thinking she can find out what the enchantment is. This is also oh, that's a great sword. No, we don't want that. I thought that might be cool for Maik, who I think would do very well with a kaitana. Or other curved sword. Kinlen keeps an ear out in case any enemies still lurk within or without. This is a fort near a bridge and a river. A good fort that may do well for an Imperial outpost. I will need to look inside and see what its fortifications are. It even has a kind of lighthouse here for signaling along the river. Yes, one of the first orders of business will be to gather people who are able-bodied and who welcome our cause and want to squash the rebellion. And have them find commanders for our fortifications. And they can keep the necromancers away. And the mages. Unless the mages consent to our cause. I'm sure more lurk within. These skeletal armies they have, they're so weak. Perhaps these were not very powerful necromancers. But this may have Miko! Do not jump down. Make your way down the normal way. You will hurt yourself. I will not have you cause damage. You are a bit of a wild dog. I will not have you cause damage to yourself. Oops. Come down from there. Silly dog. I think we will end the episode right here with Miko, our newest companion, who's already growing on me. You'll notice that Miko is very quiet. That is because I have in several mods that help to make the dogs in Skyrim more wonderful companions and less annoying nuisances. You can see all of those mods in my mod list in the description below. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below, and if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. I'll see you back here in the world of Skyrim in the next episode as we clear out, I think this is Fort Snowhawk, and prepare it for the possibility of an Imperial takeover. And we work our way and our influence across Skyrim, the eyes and ears of General Tullius. As always, thank you so much for watching.